Hey guys, today I've got one of the T-tops from my Camaro, and you've seen the Camaro if you've watched any of my other videos. It's not showroom condition. It's a 40-year-old car. I don't expect it to be. But I am fixing it up. I do want to make it nice. So I grabbed one of the T-tops, and we're going to try to get some of the scratches out. Now, some of the scratches are a little deep. If you take your fingernail and it catches, chances are you're not going to be able to get it out. But you will be able to lighten it up. So I'm going to give you a little breakdown. The product we're using is made by 3D. I don't know if this is still being made because when you Google, 3D's store doesn't have it. Amazon doesn't have it. Some suppliers who still list it say it's out of stock. So I don't know if it's discontinued or not, but I got some. So we're going to use it. And I've got a polishing pad specifically for glass. You're supposed to use an interface pad, but I don't have one. I thought I did, but I don't. So we're just going to raw dog it there. I've got some water for lubrication. And over here, I'm keeping everything separate. This is the alcohol to clean the glass because you want a clean surface. If you want a clay bar, you can do that. I'm not going that far in this because eventually I am going to replace the T-tops with new ones. The tape's not important. Got some paper towels and since I'm using chemicals, gloves. So we're going to jump right into it. First things first, we're going to clean the surface. Now that she's all cleaned up, I put a little tape line here, and that's only for the benefit of seeing the before and after. You could go around with painter's tape and hit the trim. That way you don't get any splash on it. I'm not too worried about that because all of this is getting replaced. It's old, kind of nasty, falling off anyway. I don't know if I can get the centerpiece, but I have ways of fixing it if I get splash on there. So we're just going to get into it. I've got my fancy little DA. I like to put 2 or 3 dime-sized drops on the pad directly and then blot it on and then spread it on a low setting. And we've got the water here, and the importance of the water is that as you use this, the lubrication kind of dries out. So every so often, just spray it with a little bit of water just to keep the lube going. So yeah, we're going to jump right into it. And then on its lowest setting, just spread it out. Nothing crazy. All right, now that it's spread out, turn up the speed. My DA is breaking. Here we go. Now that I've done 4 passes on this side, from 10 feet away, can't really tell a difference. The deep scratches are still there, unfortunately. I lightened them up a lot, so they're not so obvious. But from 10 feet away, you're never going to be able to tell the difference. That's just me being candid. Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes you just need to replace the glass. Can't get around it. But for personal, it does work. It does something because I'm going to drag my hand across the glass and you're going to audibly hear the difference. So this side I didn't do. I'm going to start with that. And I hope you guys heard that because as soon as I cross this tape line, that abrasive sound kind of disappears. Yeah, you can still hear my gloves rubbing on the glass, but it's not as bad as this side. So it definitely does something. Once I'm done, I got to do this side next. I'm actually going to ceramic coat it with glass coating. My buddy Matt over at Bring It Garage, not sponsored in any way, shape, form, or how. I'm just helping out my buddy because he sells a good product. He sells ceramic glass coating. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that to the whole car, all the glass on it, because I'm a big fan of the hydrophobic properties. I just like seeing water beat up. But when you're driving, it sheets right off. You don't have to use your wipers. And I hate using wipers. It's a thing. Don't judge me. But all in all, if somebody were to come up to me and ask if I recommend this, not for your average regular person. No, probably not. It works. Obviously, it does something, but it didn't go to the extent that I wanted it to. I can't really fault the product for that, but most people won't feel the need for this unless they have like water spots. But then hit up a detailer at that point. Why buy a $30 bottle if you can even find it? But yeah, that's me. If you're big into car care like I am, you'll buy it anyway. And it does work. It does. But from 10 feet, it did nothing to this. Up close, it did. But sometimes that's the name of the game. Till next time, guys. Thanks.